What is going on, guys? I'm out here today at Williston Disc Golf Course. I haven't been out here in a while, so it's my first time being out here in a couple months. It is surprisingly windy, surprisingly a little bit cold. Not what I was expecting as we're getting into May here, but nonetheless, I love coming out to this course, especially to practice some of my putter throws, some of my mid-ranges as well. But I had to step up to some drivers today because, again, we did have a storm last night and we got one coming in tomorrow. So a lot of wind today, but nonetheless, great day to be out here. Just going to get a practice round in, and you know how this drill goes. Just love to bring you along with me, show you how I play it, and hopefully it can help you if you ever come out here or just learn a new shot. So let's get into it. All right, here we are, guys, on hole one, 405 foot. Big starting hole, especially since this is the longest hole on the course. A couple other things I forgot to mention. One, I am coming out of a sickness, so there's a good chance I'm going to be out of breath for a lot of this round. Still feeling a little under the weather, but I always like to come out here and try to sweat some of it out. And then also wanted to let you know about this new jersey that Cardinal just sent me. Cardinal, y'all, can't say enough good things about these jerseys. Super breathable, very comfortable. So if you'd like to check these out, use the code Hester26 when you check out. It'll get you 10% off. Got a lot of great products, but definitely check out the jersey. So with that being said, though, let's start here on hole one. This is going to be a test for today. Again, not feeling the best, but hey, we're here to play some disc golf, so that's what we're going to do. So let's go two off the first. Starting out, I'm going to go Metal Flake Color Glow Faro. See if I can just get this thing out there. I want to make sure if I miss right. I do not want to lose any disc in the water. That's way too low. Yeah, just a terrible shot. Let's try out the nuke. Get this one up a little bit higher. Just try to cruise it over there to the right. Well, I'm throwing these way too low. That's not a horrible shot, but threw it way too low. All right, so as I mentioned, threw the nuke way too low. Now I'm outside the circle, a little bit short. Not what you want on a starting hole, but not worst case either. It's nice just to have a putt. So see if we can start off our round with a good putt here. Oh, not a bad run. Got the second one to go. Take a par on that hole, that's fine. All right, hole two is 250 feet just across the creek, across the little pond there. Got to really commit to going long on this one. So I always like to go just a step up and go driver and get there with a putter, but just mainly want to make sure I clear the water. All right, I'm going to go with the Raptor. I feel like the Raptor is the most consistent driver for me on this play. So go with my Yuli Raptor, just hanging out wide. I know this won't push too far, but it'll get plenty of speed to get over the water. Oh, that's going to be perfect. Maybe even go in the basket. Go in. Oh, just hit the basket. Oh my gosh. Oh. That might be a little too far. Yeah. So the Raptor was definitely a choice. As you can tell, the Aztec got really lucky and the Onyx went a little bit too deep there. So Raptor, good speed choice. First birdie, almost got the ace on this one, which would have been awesome. But we'll take a birdie. All right, here we are, guys. Hole three is 178 feet, just straight ahead. You really just gotta get underneath those trees. You can go forehand skip, kind of go lower at it. I'm gonna go lower at it, I believe, on the right side. I like to go with my Zone SS, so I'm gonna go with the Testy Lento. Just try to keep it low, cruise it on up there, get my birdie. And it missed the trees. I mean, wasn't really what I was aiming for, but it'll work. Let's go to the pastry dyed one. A little bit higher line, maybe fall in. Oh. All right, I just got one of the new Tour Series for this year. Plastic feels incredible, but guys, I tell you all the good things about disc, I also tell you the bad. Out of all the things Discraft has done, I am not a fan of this year's stamp with the faces on it. Just my personal opinion. Doesn't mean I don't love Discraft, I do. But out of all the things, it's not my favorite. But I do like the plastic. I've never thrown this, so let's see how it flies on this hole. Just like a Zone SS does. Just straight. This hole's kind of tricky. All right, I have no problem saying that this was a lucky shot to get up here. Not very good drives by me on that hole at all, but sometimes it pays off. Got about 10, 15 here. And that's gonna be my second birdie of the day. That's a hole you gotta get though. I mean, even though there's a low hanging tree, you gotta find a way to get that hole. All right guys, here we are, hole 4. This one is 253, just straight ahead down there. Not a lot of danger. Just gotta avoid this pole and these lines here on the right. I'm gonna go Zone SS. Keep turning, keep turning. Kind of got caught up by that stump, but that should be okay. All right, I didn't throw this one on the last hole. I kind of forgot about it, but I just put a brand new ESP Zone SS in my bag. Look how beautiful this thing is. It's got this beautiful blue and then it's just white on the bottom. I have not thrown it yet, so we're gonna see how it flies. Hopefully it's just everything you expect a Zone SS to be. Oh my gosh, that one's stable. Oh my gosh, get down, get down, get down. Oh, that's a stable one. I'm not mad about that. I'm going with a buzz. I'm gonna ace this thing. Told you, told you, told you. Oh, well guys, I don't know why I'm trying to make it so difficult on myself. I came up really short on this hole, which is not one you want to come up short on. This is one where you want a pretty easy gimme putt, but just inside the circle here, got some wind to deal with as well. Come on. No way did that just happen. I thought I was gonna pick it up. Man, that is just robbery right there. All right, here we are, hole 5. This one is about 302 foot, par 3. If there's a hole out here that gives me fits, it's definitely this one. We've got a lot of wind usually, and we definitely have that today. And I'm gonna try to go forehand, I believe. I might try a backhand as well. We'll just kind of see what the wind's doing. All right, I'm gonna go Z-Lite Venom. I'm gonna try just to coast this down there. My goal is not to overpower it, because if I overpower it, I know I'm gonna turn it over. That's got some pretty good speed. That should be great, actually. Just nice and smooth. That is great. That is great. That's all we're looking for. That is fine. 2 of the best drives I've ever had. I went Z-Lite Venom first, which is this one right here. Went ESP on the second one. Got that one to about 15, 20 feet as well. And there we go. That is a birdie that I rarely get out here, mainly just because of the wind. But it's crazy to think not picking up a birdie on 4 and then getting one on hole 5. All right, here we are, guys. Hole 6 says that it plays 270. Now, normally I go mid-range here, but I am not throwing any of my buzzes at that basket, especially on a day like today. So I might go driver, just try to keep it low and not really get a lot of skip. I think that's gonna be my play. I'm gonna go with my slightly flippier pipeline and just try to touch down on it. One of the things that you need to know is when you scoot down on the spin of it, it's obviously gonna make flippier disc more stable. And so that's what I'm attempting to do here. But I also know it's not gonna fade out too quick, or at least that's my hope. And I almost hit the fence. That is picture perfect. Sit, sit. That is picture perfect. We're gonna leave it at that one. That is exactly what I was looking for. I did exactly what I hoped to do here, which is to throw that driver low, play it flat so it wouldn't fade out too quick, and got a little lucky because of this guy, but I'll take it. All right, here we are, hole 7. Now, I think they moved the basket on this one since the last time I was out here, because This one says that it plays, looks like 221, but man, it is deceiving a little bit. And it's kind of one of those holes that's just staring you right in the face. So you want to make sure that you don't mess this one up. So whenever I'm trying to be consistent, I go to one of the most consistent disc I have, which is the Zone SS. And that's what we're going to throw here. Straight at it. Just like that. Maybe go in the bucket. Go in the bucket. Oh my goodness gracious. That had to be so close. It is pretty stable. I mean, it's straight. Obviously, it's a Zone SS, but it's pretty nice. A disc that doesn't get enough love in my bag is the Quake. So we're going to give this one a rip. Hang it out wide. See if we can crash this guy in, maybe ring it up. Disc is so good, man. God, it's good. Yep, love it, love it. Shoo. Y'all, that water is much closer than I thought it was. I mean, I've got at least 3 or 4 feet here, but still a lot closer than I thought. All right, that's again, one you've got to have out here on this course. And now, of course, it's starting to rain, which it said it wasn't supposed to. All right, here we are, guys. We are on to hole 8, 270 feet. We got the Mando to the right. Want to have it kind of turn and kind of keep pushing into the wood line. You want to hug that ceiling as high as you can. I'm going to go origin here. Hyzer flip this guy. Oh my goodness. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. That's not a bad shot, but it kind of got caught up by some roots. You know what? I've debated going driver here just for the ceiling of it. Let's go pipeline just to test this out. Whew. Came up a bit short. Like I said, my pipeline is up there parked. It might be more of my play is throw something faster and just kind of crash into the trees. But we're here well outside the circle. Got caught up in some of these roots. So got to make sure I get the height a little bit better on that one next time. See if we can steal one here though. Touch the basket. That's too high. All right, I'll take a par. All right, I figured I'd putt it just to prove I'm not a liar here because they weren't as close as I thought. There we go. Now we got a par. All right, here we are, hole 9, 207. Very short hole, but very technical as well. Got to get past these trees here in the middle of the fairway. Got to push into the tree line, but you can easily go long here. I'm going to go with old trusty Zone. Just try to cruise this guy up there and hopefully not push too far, but just get up there for a putt. That should be perfect. It went a little deep, but I think that's going to be fine. That should be a pretty easy putt. Let's go another Zone. That one's, I know, too far. Hammered that one. Oh, yeah, too far. All right, as I said, Zone got a little bit deep, but not bad at all. Oh, spider webs. 10 feet. Cash money. Good birdie to get. All right, here we are, hole 10. Very tricky hole. 288. Got to push it through that tunnel, get just slightly over to the left. And man, it's a tricky one for sure. I'm going to go Onyx to start. And I'm going to try to flex this guy just slightly and then have it break back towards the left. Let's go Onyx here. If it's clean, it's good. Wow, I think that got through. Oh, that is so good. So good. I wanted to show you this angle because my Onyx came up just a touch short, which was my first one. My CD2 must have come right by the basket because it is way out there in the field. But got my first one. This is always one of my favorite birdies to get. It's not an easy hole by any stretch, so to have essentially a tap in on that hole is the most ideal way to birdie it in my opinion because it gets tied up here by the basket. All right, this has got to be one of my favorite holes that I get to play at these courses. 167 feet, just straight ahead through the bamboo. Really just a very tight precisional shot, but what I like about it is the distance. If you're gonna have something that tight, something this fun, make it gettable. Maybe even give an ace run. Let's go Berg to start. See if we can just get one through there. I thought I had it. Okay. Okay. Well, that was bad. All right, got a fortunate kick to at least have something here at the gap. Love this hole, man, because even, I mean, the punishment is if you don't hit the gap, I mean, you're not getting anywhere close, so you don't deserve it. So got at least a putt to still save it here outside the circle. Gotta get something on it, dude. God, gotta get this putt dialed. That's gonna be a par. All right, this is one of the ones that's not a great place to put the camera. 225, just gotta get around that corner. Very tricky technical shot, but definitely gettable. You know what? While I've got it, I'm gonna try this extreme because I think this is a good in-between of a driver and a mid, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I hope that's good. We'll see. Man, I don't know if I just forgot or what, but I do not remember having to avoid this. I feel like if I always hit it clean, it was always perfect. But hit these bushes, kicked me out luckily, so I at least have a putt. But got my Quake and my machete over there. See if we can dial one up here. About the same distance as the last hole. Come on. Bang, that's what I'm talking about. I'll take that. All right, here we are, hole 13, one of the best holes out here, even though it's 160 feet, just tunnel all the way through the bamboo. And of course, it starts raining, even though the weather chance said it was only like 5% today. Anyway, I don't need to get started on that. So 160 feet straight ahead. Pick your poison as far as what you want to throw. I like to go with a little Berg forehand, just very controllable. Just try to get it down there. Just like that. That is perfect. That is perfect. Oh, not enough. Oh, too much. God. Woo. All right, well, thankfully my Berg was my first shot. Got the Zone SS's down here as well, but my first one, easy tap in birdie. So, fun hole though. All right, hole 14 is 262, well, 259. Y'all, every time I come out here, this hole gets a little bit more difficult. I remember the first time I came out here, I used to think pretty easy stock hyzer, but I'm learning more and more. Gets a little condensed and there's more trees down there than I always think about. You know what? I talked earlier about the Quake. I'm gonna try to go Quake here. See if I can just throw this guy flat and let the disc do the work for me. That could be pretty good. Oh, should be really good actually. All right, all I can think is that I must have hit one of these trees and kicked over here, because from where you're standing, I'm to the right of the basket. Probably 20 to 25 left here. Let's go. Let's go. Now that putter's starting to get warm. All right, hole 15 is 253 up the hill. Got to go through this tight gap and then have something that pushes up to the right once it gets to the top of the hill there. All right, I know it's only 253, but I like to go with a Venom here. Just something I don't have to throw as hard. And I just like kind of playing more of the speed to make sure it fades over to the right. So let's go with this ESP Venom. Just like that. Missed that tree though. Skip in. Okay, that should be good. Turned it, now it's got to come back. Just like how I wanted to draw it up there. Got the Venom. I liked a little more skip, but Overall, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Hole 16 is another short hole, but a very technical one. Once again, 172 feet. Got to get through this initial gap, and then it goes up on the hill, making this a very, very tricky hole. My play is usually a little berg turnover shot, so that's what I'm going to go with here. Just try to get through this initial gap. Just have it turn over there towards the basket. Just like that. Just like that. A little bit left, but that's no problem. That works as well. Oh, never mind, that tree got it. Well, guys, I'm not as close as I thought I was. I thought I was up on the hill more, but got about 25 feet looking straight at the basket up on this mound. Really gonna have to commit to this one. Come on, let's go. Not pretty, but it's a birdie nonetheless. All right, here we are, guys. Hole 17 is 220 feet, but a very difficult 220. I'm gonna go with my flippier zone SS because I wanna be more to the right. So I'm gonna go with this guy, try to hit this initial gap, let the disc do the work. Just like that. Let me get off of that. Oh, thank goodness. No. Did that really just happen? I thought I was clean. What a horrible kick. All right, y'all, so I did not video my upshot because I couldn't get the camera in a good position. Once I found my disc, I just threw it. It was a jungle. I mean, I thankfully had kind of a little over the top type of shot. I was only about 50 feet away. And so it wasn't that difficult of a shot, but blind, I kind of knew the general direction. So got up here for a par, but man, it is bad if you go in that part of the woods. All right, y'all, here we are, hole 18, 324, but low ceiling. I've been liking the way this CD2's been flying, so I'm gonna try it out, see if I can get it low. Just kind of hyzer flip it underneath those trees. Just like that. Oh my goodness. That's gonna hit the basket. Oh, it went deep. Oh my gosh. Went too far on it. Got it low. Does it have the glide? I don't know. Well, guys, I ended up going crazy deep at this basket. I didn't even know that was really possible based on the ceiling. But I am probably 50 feet out, went about 50 long with the CD2. See if I can, again, kind of steal one here, but low ceiling. Come on. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, that'd have been a great way to end the round, but nonetheless, good par, happy with that drive. Guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Nothing too special out here today. Good round, but really just trying to work off the sickness. And even though they said it wasn't gonna rain, here it is raining. But it's always good to be playing disc golf. But guys, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.